Hello guys, how you doing? So, I'm going to watch episode 14 of the volume 8 of RWBY today, and I'm really worried right now because of what happened during this previous one. I really want to believe that Yang is still alive somehow, but I will have to see more of this, and I also hope that this next episode, which is going to be the final one of this volume, that it reveals something about what actually happened with her, because I'm still not too sure about how exactly this place works. Ambrosius was telling before that they had to make sure that no one fell in that place because that would be really bad. But I don't know what it actually does, and I really don't want to believe that Yang died right there. It would be too painful. I mean, it was already too much with Penny and then with Pyrrha, even though Penny is now back. But it already affected me so much to see when Pyrrha died, and I don't want to go through something like that again. And I mean, it's Yang we are talking about, and I really, really like her. I don't want her to die here, and I mean, none of the others as well. But yeah, the situation is really not good, and Cinder like played this perfectly. She used the lamp, the relic of knowledge, to actually get like this information and see what the girls were planning out. So she was able to literally counter everything. And yeah, I'm not I'm really worried about Yang. Of course, she never leaves my head. Like, I'm always thinking about that moment. But there's a lot more going on as well. I mean, we could see how Blake and Weiss and Ruby, basically the ones who saw what happened to Yang, they were really affected by it. But they just couldn't stop. They had to keep fighting. There was just no stop to this fight, so they couldn't even be thinking about what happened. And I mean, it's not like they're not thinking about it. Of course, it's inside of their heads what they just saw. But yeah, it's a really hard situation for them, and also for these people who are now trapped. Inside of not inside, but they are basically at vacuo. And since when Wise, I believe it was Wise, it was one of them who told Ambrosius to do or like to create this place. It was never mentioned. They never mentioned to him that there should be a way back. So they specifically mentioned that it was a one-way trip. So the moment they go through those gates, they can't come back. So they're like all of these people who went through that specific one to Vacuo. They are literally trapped there, and there's even like lots of Grim already coming, and they were already attacking them. So this is really not looking good, and I believe it's John, Ren, and Nora. I'm not sure about Nora, but I believe she's also there. And Oscar as well, right? They're together with these people at Vacuo, and I can only imagine what's going to happen now. I mean, it's such a complicated situation for them, and I just hope that things don't end too badly for most people here. I mean, it's hard to predict at this point since there's so much happening and so much that could go even more wrong, I guess. I mean, everything is really wrong right now, so it's hard to it's just really hard to tell what else could happen. And yeah, there was also this situation with Ironwood and how he apparently just killed Jax. I mean, that was, I want to believe he died there. And while saying this, I mean that it's what I think actually happened. It's not like I wanted him to die. It's not like that. But by what I saw, that whole place like deintegrated. So that was quite a decision from Ironwood, and I can't really say that it surprised me because of how twisted he is right now. Like he's, I don't know how to even describe it. It's just really painful to watch those moments, that's for sure. And yeah, he's apparently going to fight Winter, and there's also a lot of meaning to this fight because of how Winter was. One of the few Ironwood could honestly trust, and he wasn't like he couldn't believe that she would betray him, but it just happened, and I mean, it's understandable why she did it. Like she's also starting to follow her art instead of all of these orders. So yeah, this is I mean, this is all really it's really intense. There's a lot of these like bad situations, of course, but at the same time I'm still really interested like on everything, and to see how everything is going to end. Like it's hard to know at this point, and I'm mostly talking now about this specific volume, since I don't know like how things could end by the end of this episode, since there's so much happening, and I don't know if they're actually going to end all of these fights during this one. But I don't really believe that's going to be the case. So I already have the feeling that this is going to end with a cliffhanger, and I don't know if it's going to be only about Yang, or if there's going to be even more, because if they don't show anything else about Yang, like we are going to have to wait for the next volume, and that's going to be like really like I don't know, it's going to be really painful to have to wait so long to learn more about her state, like if she's alive or not. But yeah, this is all assuming that they won't reveal anything about her. I still want to believe that they will. But yeah, right now, just really can't wait to see how this volume is going to end. So with this, really hope you guys are ready, and let's start this episode. Oh damn! It's not about the flashing lights or anything. It's Death Dean. Holy, that's already a really bad sign. Holy, I'm so worried. Like there's so much tension right now. And this is honestly like probably the volume that's affecting, not like affecting me the most, because volume 3 was is probably still at first place in terms of how it affected me, and this one is pretty close, especially now that there's this whole situation about Yang. It's not just her, but of course that's going to mean a lot to me. This moment in the opening now makes a lot more sense. It's like they were all falling in that place where Yang just fell, right? I don't know, but it felt like that. Also don't know if Salem is going to show up, but they're showing this, so... Is that her?
No! Winter, do not blame me! I have sacrificed everything!
No! You have sacrificed everyone else! You
Yeah.
crossed the borders. You squeezed Mantle until it broke!
Telling him I really need to increase the volume.
I have only done what's best for Remnant. And no one is grateful!
And this fight as well. Penny against Cinder. Damn, that's nice.
Priority 1.
Nora was inside.
Twice. All she's ever wanted.
Or
is
was
to
this
make you
before?
happy. I can buy you all time.
They went through the gate. I think John was already on the other side. Cinder.
I'm right here. I'm what you want.
I want it all.
Oh, Blake.
Get up!
Weiss has the staff, so... Oh, this thing about the bomb as well.
Mistake, Harriet. What happened to Clover? I regret.
Stop already!
He's dropping it.
Get out of the way!
Hair, please! Don't do this! They're still evacuating in Mantle!
Why can't you just let me do my job?
Because you're our friend! And we won't let you go through with this!
Man.
No!
Wait, don't tell me that was... Like, his good luck or something affected that? And I mean, not crows. Damn. It felt like that was what happened. Clover's
Come on.
badge.
For Ye.
Damn, Wise. Oh, she fell as well. Oh, she landed there. Oh, the crescent rose.
The autopilot's locked. We gotta go.
Just lost her
Out of
weapon.
the blast range. I've killed us all. I'm sorry.
Need to get out of there.
You can't!
I can. If it means saving all of my friends.
Is he going to sacrifice himself? Really? Really?
Whatever you wanted, I hope it was worth it.
That was so honorable from him, but... Holy...
You should have never threatened me. And you
should have never been born.
Silver eyes. She cut the wire.
No! Get back!
Man, now I really want to know what happens when they fall.
Joanna,
I don't want to believe they're
punch the
dying.
one through that gate. Bring him here.
It figures that a Schnee would be the last one standing, letting all her friends die first.
This Cinder.
You wouldn't know anything about friends.
Yeah, that's for sure. John! Actually, I had the idea John went through that gate before, but he didn't.
She's back.
Oh, Salem. Wait! She's getting the power! Did she get it?
Penny. Just hold on. My semblance.
No. There's not enough time to heal me.
They need to save her.
She can't get the staff and the power. But there is something you can do.
We don't.
I don't know where the others are, but why still give us time?
Let me choose this one thing.
Oh my god, really?
Trust me.
Wait, don't tell me Penny's going to die.
Salutations! You made it!
Where... What is this?
I thought of you, and here we are.
What just happened?
It seemed fitting that it should be you. It was your power, after all.
No, Penny.
She's
You were
giving
always
her
the
power
real
to
part.
Winter.
I was just a machine. Just following orders.
You were my friend.
Thank you for trusting me with this. When you're gone,
No, this can't
I
happen.
won't be gone. I'll be part of you.
good. I'm glad.
Not like this.
So, the destiny I chose for you has arrived.
You chose nothing. This was a gift.
Where did it go?
Winter looks so epic, but Penny though. Wise fell as well. And this episode.
We need to go. Now.
You are going to pay for everything you've done.
She got the staff, holy. Is John going to... He didn't make it. Man, what happens to them? And what about Penny? And there's so much I'm thinking about right now. Salem.
I failed you again, Master. They used the staff to save thousands. Before our allies fell, Neapolitan killed Ruby. And before Ruby and her teammates fell, they used the lamp's final question. I couldn't stop them.
Is she going to believe that?
Stop the maiden from escaping without putting the relics in jeopardy. I'm sorry.
In pursuit of a new world, no cost is too great. You've done well, Cinder. Our work here is done.
Damn, this Cinder.
You said they used the staff. I assume you rid the world of their creation. What did you create in its stead?
I merely added more flames to the fires of Atlas.
What?
And that's checkmate.
Damn. Man, look at that animation though. The whole place is going to flood. Just like that. Mantle and Atlas disappear.
Like midnight, moonless, there's no light. Another lonely day is ending. Searching forever.
And this cliffhanger.
Waiting, but never finding the only thing I dream of.
At the loss of words right now. I don't even know what to say.
The warmth of a smile that stays for a while. The face of a friend that won't leave.
Music.
I heard a song once, it posed this point of view, that wishes made on stars are likely to come true. So here's my secret, at bedtime every night I search the sky and hope to find a star who'd send a light to me. The one thing I need, just one kind soul with a heart of gold. Then my dreams became real and I finally
I really want to know what happened to all of them.
do hearts always make you feel this warm? My wish came true the day that you appeared and called me friend. An answered prayer, a chance to share the world, to be a girl who finally felt alive.
I'm expecting a last scene after the credits. I don't know what it's going to show. I really hope it's something to lessen my pain.
I'm so excited.
This was so
Friendship things, paint our nails, try and close, talk about cute
painful.
boys. Attached but not by strings.
I can't believe
Problems. Whoa, then I've got
that Penny actually ended up dying
to face this world.
in the middle of all of this.
I hear it's you
She passed her power to Winter.
and me. Protectors of each other.
That's just too much.
You saw my soul through the nuts and bolts. You're the friend
As if it wasn't enough to not know what's happening to Team RWBY.
Is this what all the feels mean?
Not only them, also John and Neo. It's music though. Really good as always. All the songs.
Humanity, it came with sacrifice, a pact, shield you from the wicked, even if I can't live for real. It was worth it to know you. My wish came true the day that you appeared and called me friend.
At this point I'm just trying to enjoy the music. They're going to show something. Oh, there's Ruby's weapon. What is this place? What is that place? There's like this giant tree and... I don't know. Man, I'm really confused right now. I'm like thinking about so many things. Like I'm trying to figure this out. I keep remembering when Salem was talking with the Cinder, and like I believe she asked her, like she destroyed their creation, but she had to create something else, right? So I'm not too sure about like it exactly, but it felt like Cinder like created something, but I don't know. Maybe it's not related to this. Like she did say that she like spread more fire in Atlas or something. Like I don't know, but maybe this is not related at all, and this is like totally unrelated. Um, but yeah, it's making me think a lot about what exactly happened to them, and I mean to see Ruby's weapon there at least gives me hope that they are all okay, even though they are in a place I don't even like know like what it is about and stuff. But I guess that will be something that will be shown during the next volume. But yeah, I'm I don't know, like I'm happy that they showed this, at least this final scene. Like again, at least it gives me hope that they are okay somewhere else. But yeah, it doesn't erase the fact that Penny just died, or so I believe. I mean, in order to transfer your powers, you have to die, right? I'm not too sure, but like, hopefully, I'm forgetting something, and something that will make it so Penny wouldn't have to die. But I believe that's what happened, right? I need to rewatch that scene again, but I don't know if I'm even capable of doing so. Like, really affected me a lot. And yeah, it's I don't know. I saw her like lifting John's sword or something. I don't know how she did all of that. Like suddenly she was in this place. Maybe it was because of the staff of creation. Like she was holding it, right? I'm not too sure. And maybe that's how she was able to create this little space with her and Winter inside. And like I don't know, like if I like I don't know, I'm trying to understand how exactly everything happened. Like it's already painful enough to even remember this, but it's like John. I don't know if it was John himself. Like it felt more like Penny was like using John's sword to stab herself to the point that she like dies, basically killing herself. And then, like before she died, she created this space with Winter and herself inside. And since Winter was the last one she ended up seeing, the powers went to Winter. So this is how I think things happened. And I mean, sure, it was really, really epic to see that whole moment with Winter having the Winter Maiden's powers and fighting against Cinder and stuff. But I mean, I just couldn't fully enjoy that whole scene because of what it implied. So it's I don't know. I don't even know what to think anymore. It's really painful. That's for sure. It's probably the word that best defines like this whole volume. I mean, it was really dark, and there was so many bad things happening, and I don't know, it was just really, really heavy, like emotionally heavy, that's for sure. I really wonder what exactly is going to happen afterwards, like during the next volume. We're going to have to wait a fair bit for it to air. I want to believe it's going to be. I'm not too sure if it's going to be by the same time, since there was a delay. Not really a delay. There was a break, like during this specific volume. So I don't know if they're going to be able to air it during this year. So something to discover later on. I mean, there's still a lot of time, like until the end of the year. And they're going to be releasing the soundtrack before that. So it's again something I'm always excited for, like the soundtrack of these volumes. It's once again always amazing. It's something that I'm never tired of saying. I mean, Casey and Jeff are just, and not just them, like everyone who works together to make this possible. Like the soundtrack, the animation, the story, like everyone working with like working on Ruby. It's just they do an amazing work, that's for sure. And people can say a lot of bad things. I mean, they might not be happy about this or that, but that doesn't mean that they're not giving their best, and that's something we should value a lot, and I sure do. So yeah, I'm really, again, I'm always really excited about these soundtracks, and I really can't wait to hear the full versions of these songs. I mean, there was they played like parts of the soundtracks, but it's not the full version, so it's always interesting to see what the full version sounds like. And yeah, like I'm just trying to not think too much about the bad things that happened during this volume. And I mean, I want there to be a way for them to do something about Penny. I mean, it's just so unfair. Like in the end, it's just unfair what happened with her. Like she was supposedly dead after volume 3, then she came back during volume 7, and that made me and so many people happy to see her back. And it was just like pure joy to see something like that happening. Was really, really cool. And now that to see like something like this happening, not like two volumes later, like it was literally 2 volumes later, seeing that she's most likely dead, that is just really unfair for her. And I mean, and not just that, like she was not even this robot anymore. I mean, she was, I mean, by saying robot, I'm talking about her appearance, because she was never a robot in the inside. She always had this pure soul. And like it's like everyone, I want to say everyone, I don't want to believe anyone ever hated Penny. I mean, why would you, right? I mean, she's just so perfect. And yeah, like now that it felt like she was going to be like together with these guys, and she was like going to have this human look, like I don't know, it just felt like there was going to be more fun moments between all of them, and that things would be all right after this. But it's not the case right now, so it's something that I'm really sad about. And I don't know, like we saw what happened before. They, like, I want to say they tricked us by making us believe that Penny was killed when she wasn't. Like her core was preserved, but like this is not the same anymore. There's no robotic parts anymore. It's only herself there with her body. So I don't know. This really gives me no hope that she could still be alive. And I still believe that for you to pass your maiden powers, you need to die. So I still believe that's the case. So yeah, it's really painful, and I don't know. I really want to see what's going to happen during the next volume. That's for sure. And also, like, please let me know what you guys talked about. This, I mean, I always want to, I like, I want to hear what you guys talked about this whole volume, and like how much this also affected all of you. I mean, it's really hard for me to talk right now, and I'm sorry if I'm not making too much sense with the things I'm saying. Like, English is not even my first language, so it's there's already the language barrier, I guess, and I'm trying my best to make myself understandable. But yeah, I just really want to know more about what you guys felt about everything. And there was, I mean, it just crossed my mind that there was also that moment with that other guy. I still, like, I feel really bad about this because I can't remember their names too well. I could never like memorize the Ace Ops names. I remember Ariet or something, and like there's also Clover. But I just like, it's hard for me to remember the other guy's name. So and I feel especially like especially sad now because that other guy just did something really noble. And I mean, he sacrificed himself in order for that bomb to not be dropped and explode in Mantle, and with that kill the people who were still evacuating. But now that I'm thinking about that, it was really noble of him, of course, and I mean, I love him for what he did there. That was something that I will never forget, of course. But at the same time, like, I don't know, Atlas still fell. We saw the whole place disappear, and there was even this river, like, not river, like, I know how to call it. Like, there was this water coming through, and it literally floods the whole place. So I can only imagine how that place looks like right now. But I mean, it's like Mantle and Atlas don't exist anymore. It's like underwater, and that place is like a giant lake at this point. But yeah, it makes me wonder if there were still people in that place, if they were still evacuating. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, we saw all of the people outside of that place that got created by Ambrosius, so I want to believe that everyone got to Vacuo safely. And yeah, it's again, this whole volume gave a lot of things to think about, and as I said before, I really want to see what other people think about this whole situation. And I mean, there's just so much to talk about. Like, there's even this situation with Cinder, and how once again she's tricking Salem into believing that there was like, not specifically with this, but she's tricking her again, and this time by telling her that all the questions were used and stuff by Team RWBY and the others, but that was not the case. So Cinder used the last question, and I don't know if Salem actually bought that or not, or if deep inside she knows that's a lie and she's just making Cinder believe that or something. But yeah, it's again, Cinder is playing with like, literally with fire, and I don't know how this could end for her. But yeah, it's something that I don't know when this is going to develop more. I mean, this whole situation with Cinder and Salem, but in the end of this volume, Salem got pretty much what she wanted. So she has both relics. She is now most likely going to look for the other two. I don't know which one first. But yeah, like, at the same time, Cinder didn't get Penny's not Penny's, but the Winter Maiden's powers. So that's, I guess, one good thing in the middle of all of this, even though the outcome for Penny was still the same. But it's Winter who has the Winter Maiden's powers. So that is that's quite something for Winter, that's for sure. And I don't know what exactly she's going to be able to do with those powers, but hopefully something good. And yeah, I also wonder, like, again, there's just so much to think about, and like some of these things just I just remember them while I'm talking. And it's about that situation with Ironwood. He was inside of this place, like not inside, but he was close to the I don't remember how to call it, like the place where they kept the staff of creation. So he was really he was at that location, like outside of it. Um, but that whole place fell, like Atlas, and like Atlas fell on Mantle. So I don't know what happened with Ironwood. I don't know if he died or if he was able to keep himself alive. And also what he was trapped inside of that like sort of a prison. So like he was eating those like walls with the chair, so he couldn't get out. So I don't know if that was actually it for both of them. So there's again so much that happened during this volume, and it's something that I'm definitely going to want to make sure of, like all of these details, everything that happened before I watch the volume 9. Of course, I mean it's going to take a while for that volume to air, and it's I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to come up with theories for this place where Team RWBY, Neo, and John are right now. I believe it's only those 6, right? So we saw every single member of Team RWBY falling. Then I believe Neo fell together with RWBY. I'm not too sure, but I think that's what happened. And then John ended up falling as well. He couldn't reach the gate in time, so that was really unfortunate. But at the same time, I don't know if it was unfortunate or not. So I will have to see what will happen at this specific place where they will find themselves at. And yeah, it's like it was that last scene. It's like a really colorful place, I guess, but I can't really tell what exactly that is about. So like I have a lot of questions right now about that place, of course. Like hopefully this volume 9 will explain a lot about what exactly this is, because this is like entirely new. But yeah, like I'm at least relieved to see that if Ruby's weapon is there, that should mean that the others are also there, and they should be fine, or at least I'm assuming that they basically got teleported to this specific place or something. But yeah, again, please let me know what you guys felt about this, not only this episode, but also this whole volume. It's always really interesting for me to share opinions with all of you guys, and to know like just to get different perspectives. And it's something that happens a lot. I mean, other people like noticing some things that I didn't, and with that it helps me a lot with understanding like more about the overall story. So yeah, it's again always really nice for me to see what you guys have to say about what happened. And as always, I also really hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction to not only this episode, but also to the whole volume, of course. So yeah, really hope you guys again enjoyed my reaction to this, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also join my Discord and my Patreon if you want to get early access to my full reactions. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next videos.